Kant's and Becky had already left, with Kant's openly fuming about the fact that she hadn't been paired up with Lincoln. Honestly, I could care less who I was paired with. Beneath Lincoln's looks was probably a lying, cheating, backstabbing jerk. My ex-boyfriend, Bennett Anderson, had been exactly the same. He'd acted sweet, told me he loved me, but then I'd found out he was sleeping with someone else. All males were the same, and Lincoln was no different. I hadn't wanted to be his buddy for the week, but I had no choice. I'd signed up for this, not thinking that Bennett and I would have a bad breakup over the weekend at Kendall's party. It didn't help that Bennett had been in the popular crowd. It actually made things a lot worse. When I'd gone to get my books this morning from my locker, someone had written "whore" on it, in permanent marker. I'm not sure what made me a whore exactly, but I guess getting into a fight with Bennett was a requirement. After telling Principal Lawson about it and trying to get out of showing the new guy around for the week, he thought it was a good idea for me to keep up appearances and go about like everything was fine. But I didn't want to keep up appearances. I wanted to go home, crawl into bed, and never go back to school again. I'd never been as humiliated as the moment when I'd caught Bennett making out with the other girl at the party. She didn't go to our school. She was from Penthill High, so at least I didn't have to see them together every day at school. Still, things were bad enough. People that had spoken to me while I'd been dating Bennett now avoided me. This morning, a bunch of girls who'd been quite chatty with me last week pointedly looked the other way when I'd waved at them. No one wanted to associate themselves with the boring bookworm who wasn't dating the popular football player. I wasn't good enough anymore. I'd seen Ashton Summers, an ex-cheerleader, treated the same way when she fell from her social pedestal. Now the same thing was happening to me, and all because Bennett had cheated on me, and I'd confronted him about it in front of other people. "Are you going to show me around, or are you going to stand there staring into space all day?" The sound of Lincoln's voice roused me from my thoughts, and I shot him a withering look. "Try and keep up then," I said, my tone sour. "I have a fascinating English class to get to after this." It was a stupid thing to say because, with his long legs and quick gait, Lincoln could easily keep pace with me. "You find English fascinating? Your life must be pretty boring." His tone was light and amused. I glared at him. "Anything is more fascinating than you at this point." Lincoln's eyebrows shot up at the hostility in my voice, and he snapped his eyes to the front, his mouth set in a tight line. I wasn't sure if he was angry or not, but I couldn't help feeling bad at the way I'd treated him. It was his first day at school, and out of all the people at Statland High, he'd gotten stuck with me. Still, he was just another dirtbag guy, and I had no time to waste on them. Especially guys who were like Lincoln, the jock type, the Bennett type, the type of guy that knew he looked good, the type I really didn't want to be around. To be fair, Lincoln did look good. He was tall and muscular with short, dark brown hair that complemented his azure eyes. I bet he thought he could get any girl into bed just by blinking at them. Well, this was one girl who wasn't interested. I led him back outside and across the courtyard. The courtyard is where the seniors sit during lunch. I nodded towards the metal benches that were positioned in the center of the area. The jocks and cheerleaders sit there, so don't even go there unless you get an invitation, although I expect they'll welcome you with open arms. Lincoln didn't say anything, which really annoyed me. He probably thought he was too good to talk to me. Or maybe I'd made him angry with the way I was acting. I continued speaking as though his silence didn't faze me. If you enter the C building and walk past the rooms, you'll find the cafeteria and the field. You can have lunch there too if you want. I glanced at him out of the corner of my eye and found his expression inscrutable. He really didn't say much, and here I was babbling on like an idiot. Maybe I was boring him, or maybe he didn't care what I had to say. Well, fine. I wasn't going to go out of my way to talk to him if he was going to be like that. "Where do you eat lunch?" "Huh?"